Hello, citizens of Netherlands, and welcome to the world 1444 AD. It is actually, well, a little lie here. It's actually the world 1350 something AD. But, alas, we'll have to roll with what we have. This is pretty much how the world looks like. Obviously, it's very different from what actual EU4 looks like, and also the Rajas of India came out today, so this is going to be this would be different as well if our Crusader Kings 2 game would take place in the Rajas of India, but it didn't. Rajas of India actually were the reason why we had to stop our recording. Anyway, so we have huge Ubaydids. Timur never invaded the Muslim world, so we have huge Ubaydids. They have national ideas for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what to say. They have national ideas, just national ideas. Sinai, for some reason, took on Mamluk ideas. Medina, with an amazing coat of arms, has national ideas. Basra is independent with national. Bahrain, independent. A lot of nations without their specific idea group. There's Persia of this game. There's two different Turkestans apparently, which is quite hilarious. National. A lot of national ideas. I guess they don't count as hordes. I guess so. So we have Lappish Band. Apparently they're independent. I didn't even notice they existed. But yeah, apparently Lappish Band is a thing. They're an administrative republic under the Doge Rastas of Uglic, which is pretty fucking stupid. We have a feudal monarchy Suomi. These guys are almost all Eastern Tech Group as well. I am quite amused by that. Oh well, there's some Muslims. Obviously the Ubaydids are Muslim. Here's the Western nations. Finally we start seeing those. The Duchy of Moldau, independent, Russian, westernized kingdom, which is quite hilarious. Again, I cannot express. We obviously own this part of Anatolia in Greece. Ilkhanate owns Greece as well. Byzantium has scores on a lot of this shit. They have received scores on all of the Byzantine Empire from CK2, so they have scores on everything here. And I actually want to help Byzantium succeed in retaking those scores because, well, they're amazing. Let's just put it that way. Catholic westernized Archbishopric of Byzantine Empire is amazing. Alright, and what else? We have Nether Italy, which is Sicily of our game, with German ideas. Every Dutch nation that we had received German ideas, which is quite stupid, because we also received German ideas as our ideas. But the thing is, I'll show you when we get in game. I will not change those ideas through any means outside of the game, because first, this is just gonna ruin the save file, and I already tried it once. It looks really messy. And B, or two, second reason, it's just not necessary, because as a Dutch nation, we get the decision, a national decision, to form Netherlands as our country. So yeah, we'll form Netherlands. We'll change our flag, I guess, and ideas. So we'll promote our Netherlands to the actual Netherlands. We have England and the Reginals, of course, with English ideas. They are pretty generic. We have Portugal up here with Portuguese. We have Denmark controlling parts of Scotland. We have Albany with English ideas. Interesting. Galloway with English. Scotland with national ideas. Norway with one county. Obviously, Dutch Iceland is our ours. Sweden, with Swedish ideas, obviously. They didn't go anywhere. They are not under Denmark. Nobody is allied to anybody in this save file. There are no diplomatic relationships whatsoever, apart, like in Europe, apart from the base game. Alright, and like for example, I thought there's something down here. No? Like a special kind of relationships? No, apparently. Wait a minute, aren't you supposed to be You're supposed to be vassals of Japan, aren't you? Well, apparently we're gonna see a very, very weird Japan with no diplomatic relationships. Okay. We also have Cherson, which is quite amusing because it borders Perm. And they're western, unlike Perm. This is a lie, by the way. I think this is a lie, and the game will actually like update day 1, because Byzantium has Reconquest CB on basically everything here, and Cherson has a Reconquest CB for this piece of territory because it was the jure part of Duchy of Kherson, and so on and so forth. Hungary is there, of course. Queen Clara Regina. Bulgaria is a thing. I think they revolted from Byzantium. Yeah, they seceded from Byzantine Empire. Venice is they are kind of okay in strength. The Papal State is, well, they apparently get Swedish ideas for whatever reasons. They don't get Papal ideas, which is rather stupid. I think they should have gotten Papal ideas. Alright, anyway. They are still a papacy, so that didn't change. Brescia with actually independent. Interesting. We have an independent nation of Brescia under Reginars. We also have Bavaria over here. Obviously, this is going to be our major contender for the control of Europe. They get Bavarian ideas, which are pretty decent. I mean, they're pretty great. They're almost as good as the Byzantine ideas. But Byzantine ideas are still better because they get advisor costs reduced. And we don't. And Bavarians don't. So we have Bohemia. Bohemia exists, but it's kind of scattered. Silesia is more interesting because they have Polish ideas. They're Polish culture, apparently. And they are basically Poland of this game. Lotharingia controls parts of these areas. Italy is there. Andalusia. Oh no, wait, look at that. Andalusia actually has vassals from the start of the game. So they do have diplomatic relations. Yeah, they have Granada, Algiers, Sevilla, and Badajoz as vassals because the vassals were revolting at the time of conversion. Also, there are Knights of Santiago. Obviously, we control this territory. Aquitaine is pretty small. The thing about converting, like for example, we didn't used to control this province over here. I don't remember what it's called, but there's like Melguet over here, and another province. So we control Melguet, and therefore in conversion to EU4 we get control of this territory automatically, as one province of Languedoc. So I don't know exactly how it works, but it does. And yeah, so Aquitaine is pretty weak. They have like 6 counties. We'll just swallow them. So the goal of this Let's Play will be just shock and awe. Control as much territory as possible and just survive until 1821. Just do whatever it is in our best interests to grow, expand, and destroy every opposition. Oh, and also there's like huge empires of Aztec and Inca, but you probably knew that by now. Yeah, the Aztecs. Of course, since I had Sunset Invasion installed, we have huge empire of Aztec. They get their own ideas, which I think are different from what they get in the base game. They get the High American Tech Group, which is basically like the Western Tech Group. yeah, they get like conquistadors and explorers, and naval attrition reduced by 10%, which is great. So they basically can just explore the new world, the old new world. Bermuda is controlled by the Aztec, you know, that kind of stuff. Of course, there was no Aztec Empire. We obliterated the Aztec Empire in our CK2 campaign, so there's no... They did not inherit their rulers or heirs, so they get generic ones. Maya is there. I did not know that they're there, but they are apparently a merchant republic ruled by the first speaker. And they get just national ideas, which is kind of boring. Inca. Yeah, their ideas, I think they're worse than the actual Aztec ideas, but, you know, they're still there. They're Inca. They're pretty strong. They control a lot of land. They're a huge competitor to the Aztec Empire in that case. And they get advisor costs, and they get like fort defense and stuff. And they get their own religion. Aztec and Inca both get their own religion. These guys, I think they're supposed to get High American Tech Group as well, but for some reason they don't have it. Instead they have like a no technology group, tech group. I don't know, I guess we'll see when we actually get into the game and explore the new world, how that exactly works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else is kind of unchanged because, well, there was no reason for it to change. Oh, and Mali, though, I think they're just gonna stomp these little nations here, because these little nations here are sub-Saharan. And Mali in EU4 also starts as sub-Saharan, but since they existed in CK2, they actually get Muslim tech group, because they're kinda like chilling out with these guys up here as well. So they're very advanced, and they're gonna kick ass over here, I presume. Nether Italy, I think Nether Italy owns like two best counties down here, Ifni and Sus. Sus has gold and Ifni has something else pretty useful, so yeah. Andalusia. So yeah, let's get into the game as Netherlands, and then I'll actually start the timer and tell you a little bit more about this campaign and what it is going to hold for us. You might have probably already noticed that the music is different. Yes, I'm using a mod for the music. Actually, two mods for music. I'm using the Atlas Medieval Music mod, and I'm also using the German Empire music mods. So yeah, I'm just testing those out. I've never ever tested them yet. They're not breaking checksum, so they're just adding some music to the game. I'm also going to be using the Grand Exhibition mod, which changes the event pictures, which I think event pictures in EU4 are just awful. Like, compared to the CK2, they're awful. Like, seriously, you get those amazing colored paintings in CK2. You can just, you know, just collect them and create a national like gallery or some of CK2 of some sort, and that will be really great. And EU4, you get some kind of like paper styled, just black and white sort of. I don't know how to express it. It's just awful in my opinion. It should not be that way. So yeah. All right. And I think that's it. Yeah, and yeah, of course the loading screens you were not able to actually see because there were no loading screens in this video. So yeah, the timer started. A little bit of information about the converter and how it exactly works. So you have here the treasury, 1600, almost 1700 gold. It is your gold that you had in CK2 divided by 10. That's it. It's your gold divided by 10. And also the same thing is done to your prestige. So we get like 99 prestige already and a huge treasury. Now, you think I'm rich? Let's take a look at the treasury of the Pope, shall we? $26 grand. It's like ridiculously stupid. Let's take a look at prestige. Yeah, a lot of countries start with 99 prestige because it's really easy to get 1000 prestige. in CK2, which is basically all you need to get 100 prestige in EU4. Alright, let's take a look at our army, shall we? So we are an absolute monarchy, apparently. So this is the thing. Because we had absolute crown law, we start out with the absolute monarchy, which is, I think, an amazing type of government. -1 revolt risk, plus 10% discipline. It's one of the best monarchies you can ever get. We have a pretty great king at 263, Anton Reginald, who's obviously diplomatically skilled. We have the same dynasty with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, 9 countries. Sorry, 9 countries. So those are kind of gonna be our projected allies, sort of thing. Our heir is a 363, which is better than our current king, and I think it's amazing. Our primary culture is Dutch. We did not accept anything yet, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple of days probably. Let's put the to speed 4 as I like it. All right, take a look at our take a look at some screens. We have apparently the game already set up all the rivals. So the Uabaidids, yeah, obviously they gained all the reconquests like CBs. I think they're gonna get all the cores. Oh yeah, they get all the cores on all of the Arabian Empire. And if you remember from CK2, Arabian Empire is huge. It's humongously huge. It's ridiculously huge. It's all of the Arabian Peninsula, and then it's like all the way over here, all of North Africa and Arabian Peninsula, and a little bit of stuff over here, I think. All right, so yeah, they have set us as rivals. Just taking music is quite good. Alright, so we have Bavaria, Ubaidids, and Ilkhanate as our rivals, obviously. I think Ilkhanate also has some cores. Yeah, they basically have cores on all of Greece. And this is apparently... is this part of Greece? I'm not exactly sure if this is part of Greece or not, but apparently the Ilkhanate has a core there. Oh, you know why? Because Ilkhanate used to own a province over there. So now it just gives them a core in return. Alright, so the Ilkhanate also owns a couple of provinces up here, which don't matter at all. Alright, that's our diplomatic situation pretty much. We don't have anything else like important to look at here. Our economy is pretty fucking great. We actually gained a lot more land than we should have, I think. We gained a lot of provinces. Pretty much all of Castile is ours. Well, obviously it was all ours. We also gained Lisboa, which is Dane-based tax, and we also gained Alentejo, which is like, okay, I guess. Pretty great. Now, Toledo does not belong to us, but that's okay. We have all the good provinces here. And we have Roussillon with wine, and Languedoc with wine, and Provence with wine. We have a lot of wine. I think we're gonna trade that in. I think that's what happened when I just first looked at this save file. We have tons of iron and salt. We have a lot of it. And obviously, for some bloody reason, we own Tyrol. Like, we didn't even touch anything in this area, if I remember correctly. In the CK2. We didn't own anything here. And yet, somehow, we own Tyrol. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Germany apparently is... oh yes, Germany of course is a thing. They have 2 provinces and they have a bunch of cores. Yeah, they have a little bit of cores. Bavaria has like a little bit too. Germany got quite shrinked in the CK2 because Bavaria is super strong. So yeah, but still Germany exists. Germany feels threatened. We might actually go to war with them and get them as a vassal. Just give them back a little bit of cores and then fight for some other cores. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't actually elaborated a strategy yet. I'm kind of targeting Aquitaine because, you know, they're there. And this is kind of the region that I feel we should control. There's obviously a Lotharingia here. They control some juicy, delicious land, but I don't think we're gonna attack them because they're of our dynasty. Okay, And apparently the king of... nobody has heirs here. Wow. So the war is very likely. Actually, and also, the weird thing, it puts my capital into the highest base tax province, which is kind of stupid, I think. I want to have my capital in Antwerpen or Brabant. I think they're both good provinces, but I will choose Antwerpen instead because I want to. Because Antwerpen is the capital of Netherlands, okay? Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Okay. Let's take a look at some other screens, shall we? We have a little bit of trade. We don't have a lot of trade, which is quite surprising for us as Netherlands, but I haven't looked at trade yet. I haven't checked it. Like, there's some merchants over here. They're doing stuff. They're both collecting from trade, which I think is kind of stupid. I think I should just move my capital and push from Bordeaux to Antwerpen. Okay, technology. Obviously, we're Western. We're just like nothing different from any other Catholic country at the usual starts. We got German ideas. I already talked about this. We will form Dutch nation as soon as possible. We need admin tech 10, which kind of sucks. We already own everything we need to form Netherlands. We just need to get to tech 10. Alright. Obviously we don't get anything interesting because our nation, despite being called Netherlands, is considered by the game as not Netherlands, which is kind of stupid. In the Kingdom of Frisia, if it forms, I think it should be detected by the converter as the Netherlands, but alas. It's Frisia, or Netherlands as we called it. So we actually have some Norwegian patriots, because we have this island over here, which is not converted yet, because I never bothered. And Norway considers this one of the cores. No, we might as well just send a missionary there. They're just shamanists, they're easy to convert. Shamanists equals Norse religion here. So yeah, obviously we could take the Defender of the Faith right away, but I don't want that. And I think Papal State should just have it. I haven't looked at the Curia yet. This is kind of stupid. This screen is very stupid. Because look at our look at our preferred unit. Our preferred unit is for some bloody goddamn reason an American forest warrior. Why? Why is that a thing? So we have a lot of regiments of American forest warriors. Like, what the fuck, game? We're goddamn Europeans. I know that the Sunset Invasion is on, but still. Jesus Christ. Like, if you open this screen, we don't even have this unit. Although we actually kinda... What the hell? Whoa, what the hell? Hey, why do we get those? Holy shit. Wow. We can choose from the American troops as well? So we get a lot of interesting new units, apparently. Kind of. They're actually kind of sucky compared to ours, I think. Like, look at those. Incan guerrilla? Seriously? American guerrilla warfare? What the hell? American westernized infantry? Is it actually better than ours? I can't tell. But it looks like the American westernized infantry is actually better than Gustavian. Oh, really? Oh my goodness gracious. Grenzer infantry. I never saw those units before. Why are they not in the base game? Reformed westernized Incan infantry. Rifle Scout infantry. I've never seen that before. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. So we get access apparently to those units, which are kind of... Well, these guys suck for sure compared to these. Just compare the amount of pips and you will, like, make your decision. But yeah, I can't even check what are those units pips are. Oh, we actually can, can't we? American Forest Warriors have 1111. Whereas... oh, actually they're... wow. Never mind, apparently the American Forest Warriors are the thing. Alright, well... weird and curious, but okay. At least the ships haven't changed, haven't they? And apparently the knights haven't changed as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we actually get some new units as well, but... ah well. We'll see what we can get. Alright, the early Carracks box. Yeah, we already started at level 3, so we already have the early Carracks. We actually start out with a fleet. We have a fleet of 23 heavy ships and 25 transports, which is amazing. This is the largest fleet probably in the world right now. Yep, it is. It is the largest fleet in the world currently. And we also have a huge trade fleet. We're just gonna use it to protect Antwerpen. Alright, so the first kind of opening moves that I think should be done. First of all, allies. And our allies, I think, should be Andalusia and England. Because both of those are of my dynasty, and they're freaking amazing allies. England... oh, Lotharingia already declared war on Germany with a succession war. Oh, well, this is actually kind of weird, because it also happened in the save file when I just loaded it up. So apparently the Silesia, Silesia will start out under the personal union with Germany, leading to Lotharingia declaring war on Germany. Well, I think Lotharingia is just gonna like annex these guys to Germany. Oh yeah, let's consolidate our armies, shall we? We have some stacks over here. Can we put them together somehow? Let's put them together in Provence. And these guys. Let's put these guys into Vlaanderen and these guys into Antwerpen. I prefer my military a little bit more concentrated. Oh, let's take a look at the papacy, shall we? That sounds actually a little bit too loud. Effect volume. And music volume a little bit up because I like to hear the music. Alright. Actually, let's drop the music a bit down. I'm kind of afraid that, like, when I record, the voice will fade. Well, not fade, it's just gonna get overwhelmed by the music. And we're suffering attrition here. Where are we not gonna suffer attrition? We're not gonna suffer attrition in Ghent. Okay, let's move to Ghent. What is this? A royal marriage offer from England. Yeah, let's take it. Also, I think a good opening move would be an alliance with Byzantium. Because Byzantium is a thing. Of course, we have a bunch of their cores. That's kind of stupid. But whatever, you got the thing, okay? So yeah. Yeah. You have Andalusia has a lot of vassals, which is kind of great. Would Lotharingia be a good ally? I don't know actually. They're kind of our next door neighbor. I think no, these guys don't actually want that. Don't want allies. Oh, because they're not Regnar. Yep, they're not Regnars. And yet, if she dies right now, there will be a succession war between Smolensk and Dutch Kiev, which I hope Dutch Kiev wins. Yeah, these guys are not gonna... For some reason, these guys are threatened. Okay, we're gonna just keep our allies as is. And for some reason, we'll suffer attrition here. Okay, we'll just split. Okay, it doesn't matter. I guess the supply limits are kind of low right now. So yeah. One of the opening moves, which is gonna be a little bit surprising for you, is this. I kinda don't give a damn about this territory. I don't want it. I'm just gonna sell it to Byzantium to strengthen it, and I'll ask as much money as I can for it. 20 gold, nice. Alright, so we pretty much sold. And look at that. This is what I actually tried in my game, and that's what happened. See, since we lost this territory, it was Dutch. We now reached enough percentage, I think it's 25%. You could take a look at the ledger right now, I guess. Ledger... oh, it feels good to play the EU4 again. Charts! Alright. Cultures. Cosmopolitan, 20%. So we have... the colors are so messed up. You can't tell the difference where the German ends. But yeah, we have 20.1% cosmopolitan, non-native cultures. So this pie chart does not include native culture. You might have already noticed it here. There is no Dutch. And of the cultures that are not Dutch, we have 20.1% of cosmopolitan. So if you are over 20%, you accept the culture. If you drop below 15, or was it 10 or 15%, you can't. I can't, like, you can't be sure. I can't be sure. I don't remember the exact numbers, but you know, yeah, that's kind of a thing. If you drop below that 10 or 15% point, you lose the accepted culture, and that's kind of terrible. Asturias requests access. You are at war with Germany. Okay, yes, I kind of want to help out with this, so I'm gonna accept it. Asturias is also under Regional, so yeah, that's the thing. What happens with Andalusia now? It still ends up in discussion war. Okay, just with different countries. I'm ready to fight Lotharingia. It's easy. All right. Also, these alliances kind of, you know, safeguard us from actually fighting these two nations, and that would be not a preferable outcome for me to fight them, because I like them both. So yeah, Germany's kind of screwed. Actually, no, yeah, that's their personal union partner. Let's keep selling those provinces, shall we? We don't need them. We held on to this land for long enough. Alright, that actually marks the end of the first episode of this playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and possibly subscribe to my channel for videos like this. I'll see you again next time. Have a good day.